mark, and I was like, oh wait, you can't do that.
No.
I was like, why won't it start? All right. I forget how to start this show.
Welcome to my life.
No, we've done those for like 2
That's a Green
years
Day
now.
song.
Huh?
That's a Green Day song.
Welcome to my life.
Oh my god.
Welcome to my life.
Welcome to Rant On.
Somebody just.
I have no fucks that he interrupted it. Because this show is the laziest show of the Rant On.
And easily the least formal.
Right?
It's
the Ranting
easiest
Media
of-
It's
Okay.
the easiest to produce of the Ranting Media Network podcast. Jeffrey,
All right.
I don't care how shitty it sounds. This is the fun show. The other ones are not.
Wow.
This is the show with booze and hookers.
Way to shit on our other shows.
We started
Fuck
our own
real
show with
reporters.
blackjack and hookers.
Oh, we're supposed to have booze?
Fuck real reporters.
Oh,
They're dead.
man. I didn't know I was supposed to have booze. I could have gotten some booze.
You don't drink. Shut up.
I could have.
But hi everybody. Welcome
Could
to
have been
Rant.
interesting results.
Welcome to Rant On. I'm Todd. That's Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
That's Kevin.
Heyo.
And that's
Michael.
Michael. This is the show that basically it's just us talking about random topics that we've never discussed before.
Ooh, The Incredibles.
Like The Incredibles, which, by the way, isn't that coming out this year?
Yes, in like 6 months.
Sweet.
That sounds like a real reporter's topic.
That is a
We
real
should
topic.
read it
Oh, if only it wasn't dead. Jeff, what's your topic?
What's my topic?
Yeah, what is your topic?
All right. I kind of randomly figured this out probably about 20 minutes before the show was about to start.
Oh, Lord.
If you had a time machine,
I thought he was about to do $1 million, but
no. If you had a time machine with the ability to travel anywhere, the only caveat is that you cannot change history,
okay.
where would you go? And why?
Oh, so just like to go and live in a certain time?
Yeah, so like you can't alter, like this isn't, you can't go back and kill Hitler.
Right.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
This is just you reliving history.
Now, here's the thing: will you affect history going forward?
No, like
No. Okay. You're just stagnant.
You're just
This
an
is-
observer.
I don't want to get in the nitty gritty of if I kill a butterfly, does that like bring about
It's-
World War III?
That was
gonna
not
go with
was not the book.
We're gonna go with the theme that anything you do is kind of automatically offset.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
offset. Interesting.
You're just like an observer.
It's almost like you're an observer, but you are living in the time as the people in that time lived.
Yeah, and like you would wear like period authentic clothing. Like it would just
Like
automatically happen.
what period of time would you want to go back to and live?
Yeah.
You have to go back.
Yeah,
was
like,
about to say, can you go
you're
forward?
forced.
But
You're
yeah,
forced to
yeah.
go back.
Oh, you can't go forward.
You can't go forward.
Only back.
You cannot observe your own history. Also, you can't bring anything back with you.
So I'm 30 years old. I cannot go back any less than 30 years.
No,
Is
no,
that
no.
what you're saying?
No. You can go to any time period in history as long as it's in the past. What I'm saying is you cannot go forward
Okay.
past today.
Okay.
But and you also cannot bring anything back. You also get a memory wipe.
Wait,
afterwards.
do we get to come back?
Jesus Christ.
You do get to come back.
Oh, well then what's the point if you're just gonna have
It's
your
got
memory
it's
wiped?
got overly complex.
No. The reason why I'm saying it this way is because you have to throw a few rules into play. Because there's obviously,
But you've erased the point of going back by wiping your memory when you get back if you can't change history.
The only time your memory gets wiped is if you attempt to bring something back that would benefit you.
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
So like if
There's
you
basically there's a don't fuck with me rule.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So you're saying if I go back in time and like buy a bunch of Apple stock and get back into the future,
Right.
it doesn't work?
It won't work. No. You can't allow it to benefit yourself. It's really
All right, I can answer that.
okay. Where would you go?
I'm going to Woodstock.
69?
Oh, interesting. Why Woodstock?
Which Woodstock?
The original.
The
69,
original, of course.
1969. Gotcha.
1969, yes. Especially since I get to come back. Actually, I don't even know if I'd want to
So
come
fucking
back.
high.
That was back when like the housing market was good, and
The job market was good.
not so much the job market. Job market's fine, but like you could easily live the American dream, or at least more easily than now for sure. But yeah, definitely Woodstock. It's like one of the single greatest cultural phenomenons in the recent history of the world.
Hell no. I'll go watch Woodstock 99. Watch Limp Bizkit cause all the problems.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
so.
there was Woodstock 69, 94, and 99.
That's just
99 was
whenever-
headlined by Limp Bizkit, if that
But
says
whenever
anything.
someone says Woodstock, like I don't think I've never.
You
I
think
didn't even know.
hippies and
Yeah, I think
I know.
1969
I
Woodstock.
think
I don't think
yeah.
of.
I didn't even think there was in the 90s.
It was bad.
they
They-
tried to.
They set the place on fire.
So,
Limp
like,
Bizkit ruined
is
it.
there any other reason than just like getting high? Like, is there someone you wanted to meet there, or
No, it's not about getting high.
It's
It's
the
about going
culture
to
and
see
the music.
all of the great bands, to experience what happened there. There's just so much that went down, or not so much that went down, but like it was just, I don't know.
what if you ran into your parents there?
Gross.
Considering my parents were 10 years old,
Hey man,
Yeah,
they
in
could have been there.
'69, one of my parents was 1 and the other one wasn't born yet.
All right, well, I
Oh,
figure.
thought you were going to say my other
figuratively
parent was
speaking.
12.
All right, that's cool. So, Todd,
I would love to watch the rise and fall of Steve Jobs. The entire
Oh,
thing.
man. Okay, so you.
And judge him silently from behind.
Sheep.
And be
so
like, hey, yo.
what would you
should-
you say to him? Like,
I wouldn't
if
say
you
a
could.
word. I'd just be like, I'm here to watch. I'm here to observe. I would let him know.
Pinpoint
I'm
the
like,
exact moment that he turned evil.
I would be like, I'm from the future. You're going to die later. I'm not going to tell you when, and just stay in and watch.
It'd be your own fault, too.
I don't care. Yeah, I gave him
No,
cancer.
it's his fault. Yeah.
No, he got cancer.
Well, he didn't. Never mind.
He didn't do anything to stop it. Yeah,
Yes.
I understand. Yeah, I would love to watch that from the other side, because at the time I just hated him because he was an asshole.
Yes.
And he
you
seemed
did.
like
I
a
mean-
fucking tool.
Ace still is an asshole.
Well, he's a dead asshole, so it doesn't matter as much.
Interesting.
I was curious. It's not like I could go watch Bill Gates rise, because Microsoft took for fucking ever.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, so did technically Apple. I mean, there
I'm
wasn't-
talking. All right, let me rephrase that. I'm assuming the year would be 2005. Would be when
Oh.
they started development on the iPhone.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm talking about the
Okay.
iPhone,
The
iPod era.
iPhone days. Got
Yes.
it. Or what
'Cause-
about iPod?
The iPod, yeah,
Started iPod?
2001.
2001?
that was 2001. But that didn't revolutionize the world.
Well, hold up.
It
So,
did, but it didn't.
iPhone actually turned 10 years.
Right, in
Last year.
2017. That's why I said 2005. 2 years of
It
development.
had to have been in development for more
You
than
think
2
longer?
years.
Okay.
It was a
Or-
damn good device.
And
when
you
it
know
came
what I
out.
really want to sit in his office and watch? Whenever that iPhone got leaked to Gizmodo and that guy got it.
Oh, yes.
The one that was left in a bar?
Yep. I
What
would
was
have
that, a
loved to watch it. No, it was a
3G?
4.
Was it 4? Oh,
It was like the turn of the new generation where it changed body styles and all that stuff.
yes.
That's what I'd like to see.
Okay, interesting.
Because I want to see if like he turned down opportunities for collaboration with Google and Android and all that. I want to see when he said we're no longer going to have Google as the main search or main maps or any of that. I want to see the reasoning, because it
pivot.
made no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Or maybe Google said you can't use this anymore.
why their
That may have been the
their
truth.
entire thing is about gathering data.
But
Right.
who
but
knows? But
Like,
nobody
the
The
only
knows.
Apple
reason they-
device, it was probably not as sufficient as
That's true.
gathering data
No,
as
I
an Android
agree.
device.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Now,
As
I mean,
much
I'm
as
not
I
saying
don't-
know.
as much as I don't like Steve Jobs, you have to admit he was amazing. He was a visionary and all that shit. And I'm all about technology history. Like, I want to watch it happen. So that's why I picked.
Interesting.
Also,
All right, Kevin.
Jefferson Airplane
man.
headlined Woodstock 69.
Ooh.
And Janis
I don't-
Joplin.
And Jimi Hendrix.
I haven't got there yet. Ooh, Sly and the Family Stone.
I don't know.
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
I'm really thinking here.
So you don't have like a particular period that you would really want to visit.
I know it's weird to say, but around the JFK assassination.
Wow. Okay.
So
I know.
19, was
I
that
just-
1965?
60 something? Yeah. I don't know, just to see, because I've never experienced the turmoil like that, and just to see how America reacts around that. Like, it's just really interesting.
63,
and maybe,
I'm sorry.
like, way before that, too, how his uprising into being who he was and everything like that.
Think about that. If you were alive at the time of John F. Kennedy dying November 22nd, 1963, within 10 years, Robert F. Kennedy is killed,
Right.
and Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah. That's
All
And
within
then-
10
Time of
years.
assassinations.
Yeah.
And
Just
not
seeing,
being able to do anything about it.
Right.
not being able to do anything about it would be the worst thing in the world.
Also-
I mean, that
you-
explains why the president's limousine is so fucking
yeah.
buffed
Well,
up now.
that's why they
You
don't
could
have a
also see
convertible
Marilyn
anymore.
Monroe
Yes.
yeah.
and see, like,
How many
Elvis.
times they
Yep.
banged.
All those people.
Yeah.
Who, Marilyn Monroe and JFK?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you not know that?
No, I
Well
did not know
known.
that, actually.
That's,
Oh
like,
my God.
Super well known.
It's crazy. Well,
It's
but
super
also,
well assumed.
JFK at one point said that if I don't have sex every day, I get a horrible migraine.
that's a
Yeah.
great excuse.
That's a great excuse.
He literally was like sleeping with so many women, of which Marilyn Monroe was one.
Which is weird
many.
because, like, they hate on single men whenever they're running for office, but JFK was an actual hoe.
Right. But he was like, he was like the playboy. You
Yep.
know, like
He
everyone
was attractive.
Everyone loved JFK,
Yeah. It's
and he was
Also-
just like an aspiring dude.
Also, then Kevin's idea of, like, what we find attractive in 2018 would be completely fucking warped because Marilyn
Oh.
Monroe was the most beautiful woman in the
She's
world, and she was
beautiful.
thick.
She's still beautiful.
She was
I
not
don't care
tiny
what
in the
you
least
think.
bit. And,
No,
like,
I don't-
Sophia Loren was popular back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just experiencing the 50s and 60s,
Nah,
that'd be
fuck,
just
I don't
really
want-
cool.
I'm from
You don't
Dallas.
have-
I don't want to be there.
You don't have a lot of technology. You have advancements in technology with communications and phones and vehicles and stuff like that, but it's not like now where everybody's glued to that and all those things. It'd be nice to experience something like that.
I like that.
Yeah. It's
Jeffrey?
yeah, because like look at society now. We're surrounded by technology. Everybody literally is 2 seconds all the time looking at their phones. Now, granted, I love technology because they keep me employed. I love technology fucking up because it keeps me employed, and I think Jeff loves it too, because it keeps him employed. But it's just it's
yeah.
Not so much technology fucking up as people fucking up technology.
People fucking up technology.
no matter how advanced technology gets, there will always be a support team for it because
I
people
had-
are stupid.
I had a
But-
lady at work buy a new iPhone over the weekend.
Oh,
Lord.
boy.
And she
Which
came
one?
in the iPhone 7, which wasn't like
Oh.
as bad as, iPhone 10 or anything, right? But
Yeah.
like she
Why'd
gets
you get
it
the 7?
because it was like the
Super
cheapest
cheap.
that
It's
she
Yeah,
could
super
get.
cheap.
She went from a 5
Yeah.
to a 7.
Oh God.
so,
Okay. Yeah. Never mind.
but she's like, why isn't the text being like, why can't I magnify text? And like I had to go
Jesus.
into like accessibility and crank up the zoom like on
Oh.
the text and
Oh,
shit.
God.
And she was like, "Oh, that's much better." I was just cringing.
I've
the
actually
entire
made
time.
my text smaller on my phone.
That hurts my soul a little bit.
But yeah.
I mean, well, the other part was she was like, "Why in my text messages are they line breaking?" So like
Oh, because
Dallas
it-
was
Oh.
split into 2 words
Dal ass.
because she
Oh,
had
because-
enlarged it so much.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How
I don't-
blind is she?
I mean, I didn't think that blind, but apparently.
Yeah.
All
Jeff,
right,
where
Jeff.
would you like to go?
Where would you like to go? Yeah.
Colonial times.
No.
Of course
Fucking
you would.
really.
How did we fucking
Wait, no. Hold on.
I thought he was gonna say November 5th,
Colonial,
1955.
as in after, like, Renaissance.
Yeah, no, like colonial, like
It's
Like
George
your-
Washington.
like George Washington.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Wait.
you want to side with the Brits.
You're gonna be
That's
red
son
coat.
of a
That's
gun.
exactly what it is.
You can't
No.
change history.
No, for some reason I've always loved
British people.
Like-
we don't know.
shut up. That period of time,
He wants
like
to go hunt turkeys.
the founding of the country. Just it'd be really cool to see that
Yes.
period in time.
Yeah.
It'd be
I
Interesting
agree
to see
with you.
how they
That would
actually
be cool.
interpret the Constitution.
Hmm?
It would be interesting to see how actually they interpret the Constitution.
Yeah, not only that, but I mean, it'd be interesting to see,
How
Nicolas
many
Cage
other
try and
slaves have they
steal
slept with?
the
Did you
Declaration
say
of
Nicolas
Independence.
Cage?
Jeff,
but, like-
Jeff would see Paul Revere going down the road yelling, "The British are coming! The British are coming!" He'd be like, "No, they're not! Don't worry."
But Jeff is. Never mind. I'm not gonna bring it back up.
No,
Everybody go back to bed.
It would just be interesting to see like
Blows out the
how
lantern.
accurate like all of that shit was.
You know,
Plainly
you know it
ignoring
wasn't.
you.
You know it wasn't. Half
Well,
of that
I
shit
know.
had to be off.
No, the Paul Revere thing is a complete like myth.
Yeah, it's because you changed history. You
Yeah,
broke your own
totally.
rules. You broke your own rules.
I broke my own rules, in which case I'm gonna break it one more time because now I'm gonna ask you
Jeff was a little drummer boy for the British Army.
No, he wouldn't.
if
He'd be
you could
hanged because
change
he has his
one
name
event
spelled
in
really
history,
weird.
what would it be?
One event in history.
One event, one singular event. There's no
I would whisper in Steve Jobs' ear, "Don't be a fucking idiot. Don't put the iPhone out only on AT&T."
Oh.
You would
Uh,
make Steve
there's-
Jobs even more rich.
there's
Yeah, I
one-
know.
There's one more caveat to this.
Oh boy,
You no take backs.
no take backsies.
Like
take
if you
backsies?
if you do it, you
Don't fuck
change
with
that
me.
event, it's permanent. Like whatever repercussions come of it, that's final.
Kevin, go.
God.
Would you stop the assassination?
I thought about that, but then the repercussions, like what would become
Who
of the
replaced
world after
JFK?
that? Jimmy Carter,
No,
No,
Lyndon B.
no.
Johnson.
Yeah.
LBJ.
LBJ, but like, I don't think.
Would you go
Knowing
stand in the
what
book
I know.
depository and watch who did it?
I think I would.
Would you
I think I
rat
would
them out?
Later on, I would.
You would
yes.
narc them?
I would totally do that because think about like
I've thought about
because
it.
the ramifications of it happening,
And then
of
he got
stopping
shot.
it, of the ramifications of stopping that assassination would change the world immensely. It would change everything known to man.
It
But-
would have messed up the Cold War pretty much.
Yeah, but not actually, but actually just like giving information of who did it and the exact details, like that really wouldn't change the world per se.
Yeah, it would. I mean, if it prevents the assassination.
No,
If-
no. After the assassination.
He's talking about saying,
Like
"Hey,
being a
this
witness,
person
basically.
did it. I witnessed it."
Yeah.
But that would also prevent him
Oh.
from being killed by Jack Kirby.
Right. I mean, so what you're saying is that if Harvey Lee Oswald
Lee Harvey Oswald.
or
Lee
Lee
Harvey
Harvey
Oswald,
Oswald,
he's right. Yeah, you're close enough.
like wasn't the dude that actually shot JFK,
You could exonerate him.
you could exonerate him.
Interesting. I like
Very
it.
interesting.
Michael,
So
what would you do at Woodstock?
now keep in mind.
Oh, am I changing something at the point in time where I
no,
went
no,
back?
no. It could be any event.
Yeah,
I don't care
any
where
event.
you go. Where you go.
Okay.
Hmm.
Damn, Jeff has
So,
these long topics. Jesus.
Would you
Christ.
stop 9/11?
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
Would you? I mean,
but
I'm
see,
just
the thing
saying.
is, could you stop 9/11?
Could
Because
one
it
person
wasn't just
could
9/11.
one person stop 9/11?
No, because it wasn't just 9/11 that they were after.
And
Yeah,
also, don't
honestly-
forget,
Don't remember. People
Jeff, don't forget,
honestly-
freedom cost $1.05.
I thought it was
Honestly,
350.
stopping
fuel.
9/11, I think, would do more harm than good. Like, I know it's the most well publicized and greatest terrorist attack on our nation, but I feel like it's really increased our awareness and increased our security
Yes.
to a point where it's benefited us greatly and prevented something worse from happening.
Yeah.
I don't think after 9/11, I don't think anyone was like not proud to be an American.
Yeah.
Proud
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be an American.
Everyone, so many
At
flags.
least I know I'm free.
Honestly,
Freedom
because
cost
I wouldn't
$1.05,
know what
all
would
that.
happen if I changed history. I would probably go back and make some some key investments and just be rich as fuck.
Where
No,
were
that
you?
rule still applies.
How does that rule still apply if I can't change history?
You can
You tell
change
your
history,
you tell your parents to do it.
but it still cannot be to your benefit.
Oh, well, technically,
One could
all of
argue that
these
saving
things could
JFK
affect
could
us.
be to your benefit.
Right.
No. I mean, personal financial gain. Like, you
Oh.
cannot make yourself rich.
Well, what about making your parents rich?
That in
Right.
turn makes you rich.
Yeah, I mean, that's
You
fucking-
actually don't know that because you don't get that money unless you outlive your parents.
Oh,
That's true.
We're going to
They could write you out of their will.
Who knows? If your parents were rich, they may have never had you.
Exactly. You
So-
may have killed yourself.
There-
And need I remind you,
Yeah, they're too happy banging out about being rich.
are
Fucking
final.
Back to the Future 2 here.
They buy really good birth control instead of having you.
Let's see. Let's
Freedom
see.
costs
I
$1.05,
can go
I
back
guess.
anytime.
Jeff, do you know? Well, we'll come back to you, Michael.
All right.
Frankly, I just kind of posed that question without really thinking
Oh,
about it.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my
It's-
god!
I'm
What kind
sorry.
of rant on?
I'm sorry, but it's just one of those things where you really have to think about it. Like, is this going to really fuck us over, or, I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those really difficult, like, what if situations. If there was an event in history
That you
that I
could
could
change, but you were stuck
I
with the
would not-
ramifications
I would
no
not
matter
let
what.
Jeff do this topic. That's my change.
Why? I think it's
I
been
was just kidding.
fascinating so far.
I wouldn't change 9/11. I hate to say it. I
No.
wouldn't.
It's terrible to say.
There's
but
no way one person could stop it. I hate to say it.
No.
I could stop
They
one
would think
plane.
you're crazy.
I could probably stop one plane.
They would think you were insane, though.
I
Can't stop Trump from getting elected. That happened.
Stop.
Sure. I mean, yeah. So I mean, like, and that's the other thing. Like, you only have the resources
That
at
I
your
have.
disposal.
Yeah.
Like,
That you have
you're
now.
just an average Joe.
Yeah,
But
Uh,
if anything, because I'm looking up at my Lord of the Rings poster right now, or
Jesus
my
Christ.
map of Lord of the Rings,
what a
I would
nerd.
stop past Jeff from watching the Hobbit movies.
Damn.
If
you
we're
want
being-
to benefit yourself,
no,
Jeffrey.
That's
can't do
personal
that.
gain. You get that time back. You don't get to do
Oh, fuck off.
it. Fuck off.
All right. Oh God, I don't know what to do now because that was my hole in one.
Stop them from being made. No, you can't. do that either.
For me, this technically ends up in personal game, but I wouldn't have dropped out of high school.
That's different. Yeah, it's
No, that's personal gain. That's clearly personal gain.
I wouldn't adjust my life like at all.
I would not sleep with an ex. Does that count? That's personal gain. I'm
You just do
happier
that
if I
all the
didn't.
time.
Oh, actually, you have a very good point. If
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Jeff, would you unpropose?
no,
Would you do
no,
it
no,
differently?
No, what I would say is that I would undo the first person that I slept with.
Ah.
Ah.
Everybody got regrets.
Hey, Kevin, no regrets here.
Because it was yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be one event that I would change, and I don't think I would be any less happy about it.
Michael, if I could change a thing, I would have bought season tickets to the Astros last year.
Oh.
Right? Damn. Actually, that's personal gain.
No,
personal. Yeah, but
no, not
still,
saying I
no.
would sell them. I would go to every game.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you knew
Yeah.
that they would win the World Series,
Yep.
and you
But
were
you just experienced it the whole way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like how like
That would be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be fun.
That's what I'd do.
Honestly, I would probably go back and stop the assassination of Abraham Lincoln.
Oh.
Like,
Ooh.
not to piggyback off of
Domo
Kevin.
Kevin and his JFK stopping, but
Yeah. Like, would you be in the theater like, no?
I mean, yeah, effectively.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you can.
Would
I
you
just
take
had to
the
sneak
bullet
up
for
on-
him?
Oh.
Oh. I would.
No.
That
I
was
wouldn't take the
strategic.
bullet.
Well, no, because you would die if you took the bullet.
Well, no
Because
shit.
in that time, you.
No, if
once
you put
get
your
shot,
hand
you're
up.
dead. It would still go through.
Yeah, it'd go through your hand, but guns weren't good enough probably to go through the hand all the way through your big old head.
Todd, what they didn't have in
They had gunpowder.
advancements they had an excessive force in guns back then.
That's true.
Yeah.
They poured a crap ton of gunpowder in them.
Yeah, that's true.
It
They
just
basically just
fired.
exploded.
Yeah.
So everybody's thought of their one thing?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Michael.
we've killed a lot of time on this topic.
Yeah, we hit 30 minutes on it. Michael, what's your topic?
Mine is short.
9 inches.
Jeffrey.
Elon Musk finally gone off the deep end.
Who?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
In what way?
Off
In
the
what way?
Deep talking about that flamethrower that he's selling?
I'm talking about the $600 Boring Company.
Hell yeah,
flamethrower.
flamethrower.
That's
What?
dude. Let me tell you something.
I gotta go
love
find
Elon
that
Musk.
now.
And
I
really,
fucking want one.
Of
Don't
course
get me
I-
wrong.
It looks like a
What?
fucking weapon from Titanfall.
It does.
He
It looks
is
like a
not-
sci-fi weapon.
he has not gone over the deep end. He is Tony Stark.
Can I get
Like,
links?
that's it.
No.
No, he's not Tony Stark because he's not an idiot. Tony Stark is an idiot.
Tony
He was a genius
Stark is
idiot.
not an idiot.
Thank you.
Tony Stark
is-
pisses people off and then says, "Come at me, bro."
This shit looks
That-
like it fucking has
I would say is cocky more than
a
anything.
suppressor on it.
But you can't diminish his brilliance. Like
So here's my thing with that is that flamethrower looks all nice and cool and
It's
all.
awesome.
I've got a better flamethrower.
He's already promised that the actual one will be better.
Talking about a can of Axe and
Oh God, no! You're out.
Are you talking about Dragon's Breath?
Nope. That's a shotgun ammo.
That's
not
yeah,
a
that's
Which
shotgun
flamethrower.
ammo.
Awesome, by the way.
Never shot it. It's so expensive. I can't justify spending that much on it.
Yeah.
Does the guy who spent bajillion dollars on all of his guns and accessories? And
It was not bajillion dollars.
It was a bajillion dollars.
the website
Jeffrey.
boringcompany.com/flamethrower has a password on it.
Did you spend more
Yes, it
on your
does.
guns than your computer?
Well, considering I have multiple guns,
Have
then
you
yes.
spent-
Did you spend more on your guns than
I'm
your
gonna say
computer?
I just said yes because I
let
have
me
multiple
let me
guns.
rechange it. Let me change it. Have you spent more on a single gun than
No.
your computer?
No, I
No?
have not.
I don't
No.
believe that.
No, my AR was $1,200. My gaming desktop cost $1,600.
All right, well, that's a
That
different topic
is-
for a different day.
Poor play.
Guns and computers.
I'm gonna sit here and type in passwords on boringcompany.com.
The original password is flame, by the way.
Now that is a flamethrower,
Um,
and it's legal, and you can buy it right now.
Elon Musk, I would not say has gone off the deep end.
No.
I think he is just trying to push everything so far so fast.
That's what I was thinking. Is he's trying to push everybody to develop
He's
themselves
just-
further.
Kevin, this thing looks like it's made out of an erector set.
Right?
It looks like a mixture of airsoft parts and an erector
I
set.
was like,
It
this
is
does
not.
not look safe at all.
No,
It is not.
It's
but
also
fucking
$849.
God damn.
But it's legal.
I'm gonna go buy an erector set instead.
I can just imagine Todd just like, all right, today, test number 1, we're gonna the Todd Harden flamethrower, just like a gas can strapped to your back.
Oh God.
Have you seen Resident Evil 7? You don't even need that. You just need a can of hairspray.
I mean,
That's a weapon
Technically-
in that game.
technically, you are correct.
Oh, I know. Or axe.
Oh, Maryland has gotten fucked on this flamethrower. They don't even ship to Maryland.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's because it's not allowed in Maryland.
No.
Maryland and
code.
California.
Fuck
fuck
no.
fire code.
Fuck you, Maryland.
I
Fuck.
Because
don't
California.
think he's gone.
you know.
I think he's just spread himself way too thin.
I don't
you
think
see
he's
he's
spread
starting
himself way
he's
too
starting
thin.
to step back from Tesla.
Is he?
He changed his compensation package recently.
Does he think
Well-
it's declining?
No.
No,
Or-
I just think he's trying to focus more on SpaceX and other
Yeah, his
ventures.
SpaceX is
Gotcha.
his real baby.
Hyperloop.
Boring Company is a hobby, and Tesla's kind of fallen by the wayside for him. He doesn't have time for it.
I don't think Hyperloop is his thing anymore.
I thought the Boring Company was made so he can make the holes in the ground for the Hyperloop.
Yeah, it's literally a side thing for the Hyperloop.
I could have swore that's what that was.
I don't know if he's still like actively in
I mean-
Hyperloop development though.
I mean, the flamethrower was his idea, and it's coming through the Boring Company.
yeah.
There's multiple Hyperloops, if I remember right. There's like Hyperloop 1, Hyperloop.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see.
You can buy 10 flamethrowers.
Shut up, Kevin. Hyperloop is a proposed mode of passenger and freight use blah, 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 blah. released by a joint team from Tesla and SpaceX. Okay, so it's from his companies, but he probably has nothing to do with it.
Right. It's just a concept.
Oh, no, there are multiple Hyperloop companies.
Yes.
One is Virgin. I don't see Elon Musk mentioned anywhere on any of these.
Yeah.
So he might
But,
not be involved anymore.
I mean,
But the idea came from him.
I like him. Cool dude.
Weirdo. He's a fucking weirdo.
I love the
Have you seen him
of him like
talking to Rick?
We'll say what?
Have you seen him talking to Rick from Rick and Morty?
Yes. That was great.
Now my favorite meme of him is like he's ziplining or whatever. He's like, do the humans enjoy this?
Do the humans have fun? Do the humans smile during this activity?
Yes, Elon, they enjoy it very much. Then I will also enjoy
And I
it.
will also.
Oh man. So is that it? Was that the
Yeah,
topic?
I suppose that's it.
That was his topic.
Short and
Alrighty.
sweet.
Kevin!
Oh, Todd. Okay, so
Nope. your
Todd
turn.
already knows about this one.
Oh god.
I gotta go find that article.
And we've talked about it a couple of times actually.
50 cent.
The
News.
fucking cryptocurrency.
What about it?
Let's talk about cryptocurrency.
How affected the gaming community is because these fucking miners are just going in,
Making
and
my
buying
NVIDIA cards hard to buy.
all Nvidia cards and inflating the prices beyond all belief.
All right, so I have an answer to that already.
I'm gonna slap you in the face, Jeffrey.
Supply and demand.
It's an easy answer. Just buy
Supply
direct
and
from
demand.
manufacturer.
You
Do
can't.
what?
Yeah.
You
Just
can't.
buy. Yes, you can.
NVIDIA's
Nvidia
not
is offering
selling
it-
as much.
It doesn't matter. They're still selling it at
Right.
retail price.
Yeah,
They
but he
cannot
doesn't
keep
want a
up.
Founders.
I don't want a Founders Edition.
See,
I
he's
want
a
an
hater.
EVGA.
Okay, well,
You
EVGA
can buy
is
from
also selling
EVGA's
it
website.
direct at retail price. Like,
But
I
I'm
get it.
saying, but what I'm saying is all these retailers, like, okay, Jeff, when you build a computer, do you want to go to the manufacturer's website to buy their product and wait 3 weeks
No,
for
he
them
buys
to
it
ship
from
it?
Amazon.
No,
yeah,
that's
but
why I'm frustrated. It's because
I get it. I
to
get it.
you have
Again,
to fucking.
I'm pointing out that these. I love how Kevin's topics usually have something to do with work.
Shut the fuck up.
It
No,
makes-
no, I'm being dead serious because it's just really frustrating because I, like, for instance, I want to upgrade
Holy
I want to
shit.
add a GPU.
Wow, did you see, Kevin,
man.
our GPU is $1,000 online right now?
Yeah, the 1070.
Yeah, the super clocked.
Yeah.
I don't have that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Superclock 2, I paid $430 for it less than 2 years ago.
So EVGA, the cheapest. No, I'm sorry.
I wonder if I could sell my card for that.
you
Bitch,
can. $800 you can sell your card, more than likely.
I know. I'm gonna do it and then buy a 1080 Ti.
I mean, no, will you be able to, though, at that point?
According to fucking EVGA's website, they got them. You can buy them in multiple colors.
Nice.
I'm buying a fucking blue one. No, it doesn't match my case. Never
I
mind.
wonder if, hold up, I wonder how much Newegg has these for.
They're out of stock.
Cryptocurrency is cool and all. It's too volatile. I'm scared. I don't have enough money to invest in it, so that's another reason why I don't do it.
Yeah.
The other day I watched a video and I just kind of just stared at this guy as I was watching it. He built with a partner an $80,000 mining rig.
And his costs, he will not get his money back.
For
For-
years.
I don't know.
Years.
He's making $8,000 a month on it.
Yeah, but 80,000.
It-
10 months.
Okay, does
10
that
months.
include power consumption?
Yes, that is $80,000 includes
All in.
for the year. All of it.
Do they
That
sell?
includes his hardware. That
Wait a
includes
minute.
his power.
You can
The
buy
hell?
a 1080 Ti for $700. Like the Founders. What is wrong with the Founders?
I don't like the design of it. It looks
Well,
fugly.
I don't like your face.
It goes
Well,
in your computer.
Don't
Calm
look
down.
at me.
It goes in your computer.
Go to bed.
No, I'm not going to bed.
Sorry, I'm talking to my
It's
dog.
not my bedtime.
I'm not
Nvidia's website limit 2 per customer.
That's the thing.
EVGA's website 1 per customer.
That's what I think should happen. Is what Micro Center did. If you were buying more than
I'll
two,
be right back.
your third one was $10,000.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, but I think they dropped that because that's price gouging.
That's
and
bad.
illegal. But the thing is they should make it a little bit harder for the crypto miners to get these types of products.
But how can you discriminate them?
Because there's no need for that amount of units.
Are you sure?
Because they're creating a shortage.
Yes, they're creating a.
Well, no, I mean, how can you tell who's who?
You don't. You
Jeff
have to
could
set that
literally
line.
walk into Micro Center today and actually need 6 graphics cards. Jeff could.
You source from elsewhere. You have to go elsewhere to get extras.
Micro Center is
that's
10 minutes
ridiculous
from
to-
his
to-
store. Or
Like,
from his
say
work.
you're running a gaming arcade where you have PCs and it's time to upgrade and you need to buy
Right.
Then
10,
you have
15,
to
20
provide
graphics
the
cards.
LLC communication for you that's saying that you are a company that needs these for actual business purposes and not your, I want to build a mining rig bullshit.
Okay.
I mean, I want to build a mining rig.
And if you provided all of that,
Then
I'm
you would
sure
get them
that you could talk a manager off of the $10,000
Exactly.
for the third card ledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's-
what's your argument?
My argument is no, Todd's saying why have that in place at all? I'm saying
Apparently,
that's
Micro
right.
Center only carries one 1080 Ti.
Wow.
It's the Asus one.
What about the fries?
I don't know.
It's just I'm sick and
Retail is
tired of-
screwed at the very least for now. I believe there is a bubble. Do y'all believe
Yes.
there's a bubble?
100%.
Oh,
there's
hell
no-
yeah.
Yes,
Has
it is
it-
a massive
has it
bubble,
been
but it's
hit
still
yet?
swelling.
Yes.
Do you think it's already been hit?
I think.
No.
Well, no. I don't
No,
think
it's
already
still
been
swelling.
Hit. I
No,
think
the bubble's
it's
still
close
coming.
to being hit.
Yeah.
Because here's what's happening is more and more standard consumers, standard people are trying to get into this. And what's happening is more and more people start doing it. It's eventually gonna stop because there's only a certain amount of. Well, I'm just using Bitcoin. There's only a particular amount of Bitcoin available to mine.
No.
That's not true.
There is an
I thought
infinite
there
amount.
was. I thought it was like 200,000 or something like that.
No.
No.
The blockchain can keep going.
Okay. But it's just so frustrating. Like, I see the point because it's a business decision, it's investment and all that shit, but it's just fucking infuriating.
How long has this been going on for?
Bitcoin mining?
No, not yeah. I mean, like this
A
the sudden
long-ass
surge.
time.
No. Just the sudden surge.
2
Um,
years, a year.
No, not even. It
Yeah, the
dropped
sudden
off.
surge has been in the last like 6 months.
Yeah, and then it picked back up again.
And what it is there was a new cryptocurrency that because it's not just bitcoins. You've got like
Ethereum.
and Dogecoins and all
Yeah,
these different. It's
Ethereum.
Ethereum that's the problem right now, because the way Ethereum is
The blockchain's
encrypted,
also newer.
it takes you can't your computer's not as efficient running it off of the processor. It's more efficient to hack or what is it to decrypt them on a GPU.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can build a rig that has 8 or 10 GPUs connected to it, and
And
you
you have a
literally just
cell
crunch
on.
numbers on them.
Now,
Yeah.
if you haven't noticed, people at home, whenever you go shopping, if you actually look at graphics cards, you'll see AMD cards still on the shelves.
Because they are bad at mining.
Not the top ones.
Not
the top, ones, but
ones,
they run super hot.
but also
Yeah, they're
there,
like,
Right.
there's extra work you have to do to get those to work.
Yes.
You have to flash a custom BIOS on it, which sucks.
Well, I mean, you're not plugging them into a regular computer if you're doing this.
Some people are.
yeah, you are. Yeah, people use either regular boards or they actually motherboard manufacturers make a mining rig board that has
Right.
just a bunch of PCIe 1.0 slots on it.
Yep.
And you get a 1.0 adapter to a 16X and it plugs into that, and that's how you run your 18
Yeah.
graphics cards.
Linus Tech
Yeah, I'm
Tips
not-
posted a video.
Linus
Yeah,
texted. Yeah, he did
yeah.
2 videos. His first video was way over the top, and it was. And
No,
he
it
even
was
said
not.
this is
It was regular. The second one was over the top.
No, the first one was it was like $30,000-$40,000, and they wouldn't gain their profits. The second one they got profit off of after a certain amount of time, because he referenced in the second video talking about it would take us like 10 years to gain our return on investment on this rig, because he was using XPs and all that shit, Titan XPs, which has been proven to be cost per return is way low.
The ROI on the
yeah,
Titan
ROI.
cards are bad.
Yeah.
The 1080s though,
The 1080s and 1070s are where it's at.
That's fucking
And a
great.
lot of people are also buying the 1060s because you can get, like, say, for instance, 3 1060s for almost the same price as one 1080.
Look at this shit. This thing has 13 PCI slots.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
And it has
It's,
ports for 3 power supplies.
yes.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
That's what I'm saying. Is all these people are just, and the thing is what's going to happen is when this all dies, which I'm waiting for, because these card manufacturers, either
Cards
one
are
or
gonna
two
go
things is
cheap.
going to happen. Cards are going to go really fucking cheap, or they're going to over or under saturate the market and make them still stay expensive. I hope they drop in fucking price. But also what's going to happen is on the used market, you're going to have a lot of used cards. And
Yes.
you want to be really careful with that because you're basically buying a GPU that was sitting at 100% usage for 24/7, and they're going to act like, oh, it's hardly been used. And there's really no way to check that, is there?
No.
No.
I don't think it
Nope.
does cycle
Yeah.
counts.
It's not. Yeah, there's not like a mileage on a graphics card.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's like, well, looks at that's all we can
Yeah,
do.
it's-
So
I mean, the thing is, all these people are going to lose money in the long run that are trying to farm cryptocurrency because you're not like if you're buying a shit ton of cards to keep increasing the speed of your mining capability, you're not going to get there.
So the best story about this is 50 Cent.
yes, I knew Todd was going to bring this one
He
up.
put
Yep.
out a album in 2014,
Yes.
and he accepted Bitcoin. The rapper received more than 700 Bitcoins in the deal.
Jesus.
Which
This
at
is
the time
2014. Let's see. The price of Bitcoin in January of 2014
was about
was
$662.
yeah, between $600 and $1,000.
So you said 700, right?
700 Bitcoins.
So let's say $1,000. So that's what $700,000 for an album.
Right.
That's what he was expecting to. That's what it was. Its estimated value was at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And at the
now,
time, it was regarded as his worst selling album ever.
right. Now that hoard is worth $8 million.
Yep.
This is the same man that declared bankruptcy a few years ago.
Yes, because he forgot he had the Bitcoin.
Jesus Christ.
And he came across it recently and he's like, oh shit.
Uh,
And now he's got the money.
my favorite quote of this is not bad for a kid from Southside. I'm so proud of me. Fucking idiot. Fucking Bitcoin. And I assume he accepted just like pieces of Bitcoins that just added up. But that's crazy.
Well, no, that was from the record company.
Oh.
Like they paid him in Bitcoin and they started paying other people in Bitcoin too, but it being 50 cent, they, he got a
And the
ridiculous
thing
amount.
is, at one point, a single Bitcoin would pay for pizza.
Yes.
Just pizza. That was the first transaction
Yeah.
with Bitcoin. A pizza. Fuck. Oh well. Kevin, anything else you want to talk about in your cryptocurrency topic?
My graphics card is worth $1,300. Oh no, it's 1080. Never mind.
Haha, get fucked.
1080 Ti.
Hey,
But
yeah.
holy
Hey,
fuck.
Almost makes me
Any
want to
of
go
our-
pick up a low tier one and sell mine off.
Any of our listeners want to buy a 1070 Founders Edition, just let me know. Buy mine. Fuck you.
I can't
All right,
even
Todd.
launch
Oh my
this
God.
Ethereum thing.
Ethereum.
$830.
Yeah, I'm trying to load it on my computer right now, and it's just not going very well.
So I guess it's time for my talk.
Yes, it is.
We
Grand
discussed
finale. Let's
it
do
yesterday. Death penalty.
Ah, yes.
What is it?
The death penalty.
Oh, death penalty.
So, a little bit of context. Yesterday, I watched a judge go hardcore on probably one of the worst humans in the last 20 years, Larry Nassar, who was the doctor for Team USA Gymnastics. He molested over 170 women, including
women.
Olympians like Michaela Maroney and a couple others. This asshole had the nerve to write a note to the judge saying, "I think it's cruel and unusual to make me sit and listen to this testimony."
Which is hilarious to me.
She then responds with, "This note isn't worth the paper you wrote it on," and then throws the note.
Oh, I saw that.
She then sentences him to 40 to 175 years.
On top of the federal sentence.
On top of his federal sentence of
is
60
175
years.
years, which carries a minimum sentence of 40.
Right. He will not be eligible for parole for 99 years. Which, Jesus Christ, he's just screwed either way. He's already in his 50s now.
He's going to federal prison.
Federal prison, and then after he's done with federal prison, he goes to another prison.
So here's the thing. He's going to last maybe a year. And then he's going to get murdered. He's
been in jail for a while.
But
he's been in soft jail where you're still technically innocent. You
Club
just haven't
fed.
posted.
Yeah, you're by yourself. But now he's going to be put in a federal penitentiary with murderers and everything around that. And there's one thing that they all hate.
Katie diddlers.
Yes, 100%.
So
he's not gonna make it past his first year. I'm already gonna be able to tell you that right now.
Honestly, I don't think he lasts a month.
No.
Yeah, he's gonna end up finding him. They're gonna end up finding him dead in his cell or dead in the yard, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, okay."
I'm surprised he's not just gonna commit suicide.
Now
that he may still do that.
There are two sides of this. There are actually two things I want to discuss. The first thing is the judge was getting a lot of praise yesterday, as
and
she
a lot
should.
of hate.
But she also did something that caused some controversy, and I thought it was a little bit extra, but I didn't really know if that was okay for a judge to say. At one point, she said, "Let me find it."
Oh, was it when the sentencing?
Yes, it is my honor and privilege to sentence you because, sir, you do not deserve to walk outside of prison ever again. Where's that next part? The death warrant part.
Yeah, it's I just signed your death warrant or something like that.
She said, "I sentence you to 175 years. I just signed your death warrant." I felt that was a little bit.
That's a little unprofessional. That is very unprofessional.
She was extremely unprofessional, and I'm sure she will get some kind of punishment.
But she'll probably get a slap on the wrist.
Is that?
It's going to be a slap on the wrist. She might end up having to take some paid leave or something for.
Is
a while.
that grounds for them a lawyer to be like, "Hey, yo, she had something against me"?
No, because I don't think she determined the sentence or the. If she
no.
make the decision,
She determines the sentence.
She determines the sentence.
Okay, yeah, she determines the sentence. All they would be able to try to get overturned is the sentencing, which minimum term of 40 years. He's not making it out.
This is a Huffington Post article I'm looking at. Which says a lot. She told Nassar on Wednesday she sent him to prison for 40 to 175 years. Quote, "I just signed your death warrant." She also went as so far to suggest that he deserved to experience the pain of sexual abuse himself. Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't hear that.
I don't think she said that. I think they're twisting her words.
Do I think she shouldn't have said that?
Source.
Do I think she should have said that I signed your death warrant? Hell no. Because if you give a lawyer any room to bring it back into court, he will.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does he deserve to go away and never see the light of day again? Fuck yes. He deserves to never see the outside of a cell for the rest of his days.
In any kind of retrial situation, I doubt you're going to find a judge that's going to side with him and let him
Right.
go.
I agree.
No. Exactly.
He'll get, if he gets a mistrial, it's going to be because of her unprofessional, or because she was unprofessional, and they're just going to get somebody else to sentence him.
But
Right.
does that equate to a mistrial, though?
Right, but he's still guilty, so that doesn't matter.
He's still guilty. Yeah, he's still guilty. It's just a
Yeah, it would just be resentencing.
I guess they would resentence, which no matter what, no matter what, he's gone. The next thing that I want
Unless
to
he
talk
gets
about,
like Roy Moore as his judge or something. But
Don't-
Roy Moore's not
Jesus,
a judge. So.
don't do that. That was-
Hey, you and me got a little bit of something in common.
Oh God!
Not guilty.
Jesus
Slam, slam.
Christ. The second thing I want to bring up, something that one of our esteemed colleagues said.
Esteemed, huh?
Oh,
We'll
I
call
think I
it
know where
that.
you're going.
I don't have the exact quote. I can't find it right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a ways up in the.
But the gist was, why don't you just fucking put him to death? And I had no good answer for that.
I have a great answer for that.
Other than,
You should just do it.
My question was, can you? I had no idea.
I
no.
don't think you can. Now,
You
I'm not.
can't, but
We're
I
not
think it would
knowledgeable
be
about
worth it.
law or anything like that.
I'm not a lawyer.
Lawyers or anything
I'm
like
just a
that.
humble
Well,
pizza lawyer.
Okay, hold on.
Just-
First off, he was sentenced in the state of Michigan, right?
Michigan. Oh yeah,
Okay.
the AD of Michigan State also quit based off of this.
Okay, so first off, is the death penalty available in Michigan?
That's a great question.
I don't think.
I think
so.
Michigan's pretty blue, so I don't believe it is.
I don't. So first off, you got an issue there. Okay. Second off, as horrible as the
fuck.
crimes that he committed,
Michigan does not do the death penalty.
Yeah.
as horrible as the crimes committed, as much as a piece of shit as he is, he did not murder anyone. Okay.
So you qualify death for death.
I
Yes.
qualify death for death,
Okay.
in my opinion, and in my mind, if you just kill the dude, then he's not going to suffer.
Okay.
And realistically,
I don't care if he
speaking,
suffers. I just want him off this planet.
I look at it from the other side. This man is now living without having to
In
work
hell.
for the rest of his life. Like, I know I'm obviously glazing over all of this, but he is now going to be supported by taxpayer dollars for however long he lives, or until, for the next 175 years. Everything medical is provided, his food,
Yeah.
his housing.
But the thing is so are all prison inmates. So
Yes.
you can't. Your tax dollars go towards the prison system.
Don't get me wrong. I would,
Um.
in my presidency, which is coming up, by the way.
God damn it.
Everybody should vote for me. This will be something that will be supported by a lot of people and hated by others. I'm fucking for the death penalty.
Yeah. No.
100%.
yeah.
Like Jeff said, and I know Jeff and I sometimes don't agree on politics and things like that.
Fucking Trump
But
voter.
we're like complete opposites.
we
man.
are complete opposite.
That's why y'all, as a couple, work so well.
But the thing is with the death penalty, all those people's lives were ruined and people were traumatized, and
175 people.
I don't want to give him the satisfaction of living a shorter life. I want him to be in prison to rot to the end of his day and let the prison system destroy him. I don't want him to be materialized as somebody that, death penalty and all that bullshit. I want him to rot in the cell, in the corner, in the fetal position because he can't handle it, and see him rot till the end of time.
So I want to
And also-
contextualize this a little bit.
Uh-huh.
You mentioned the number of victims and all that. In comparison, let me find the United States. The biggest mass murderer in the United States, 49. Gary Ridgway.
Oklahoma? Or...
No, Gary Ridgway is the truck killer. The Green River killer, I'm sorry. 49 people. Larry Nassar molested 175 women.
Yes.
At least.
Girls. Most of them were not women.
Mostly 15
Underage.
or younger girls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He deserves to die faster than that other guy. Gary. Even Ted Bundy only had 35 kills.
Yeah, but I mean,
But-
the
Like
thing-
I said, the prison's going to take care of him. The prison is going. He's going to die in prison.
I
He's
don't,
gonna
I don't
die.
even want to
He's
give
gonna
them
be
the
murdered.
chance.
Oh, I do, because they'll be a lot worse. Than
Also,
the death penalty.
private
'Cause the
prisons
death
are a
penalty-
thing for me.
The death penalty is meant to be painless-ish.
No, I'm
But
bringing
it's
back the
quick.
electric chair.
Dude, nobody has the electric. Oh wait, Texas still does.
I will bring it back.
Yeah.
Or firing squad. I'll give them the choice.
No, firing squad's pain. Firing squad is instant.
No.
Electric chair is not.
No.
Firing squad is not instant.
I'm
unless
gonna-
you're talking like
I'm gonna let
modern weaponry.
Hell.
let Jeff be the one that shoots it, so he'll miss a few times to make him suffer.
Nah, but just fucking do the guillotine.
Also painless.
Guillotine?
Oh, rusty guillotine.
You don't pronounce the L's, Jeffrey.
Rusty guillotine.
Guillotine,
Rusty
whatever.
guillotine.
So that fucking kill him.
Stretching.
Don't leave him alive anymore. It
Torture him.
hurts.
Don't
It
kill
hurts my soul that
Hang
person
him.
is still on the planet.
Yeah.
Put him in the biggest stadium in the country.
Right.
Let everybody that wants to come watch. Hell, charge admission and give the money you make to the victims.
Oh, I should have made
Actually-
my topic my presidency.
I have something better than that. Charge admission and all that jazz. Like same thing. But we're gonna put him in. No, we're gonna put him in a missile.
What is this? Death race?
All right. We're gonna
Send
put
him to
in a missile.
Mars.
No, we're not gonna send him to Mars.
Oh,
But all that's going to be playing is the
Rocket Man?
testimony inside the rocket.
which he
as-
apparently did not like.
Right. So it's going to be playing full blast. He's going to have his eyes open like Clockwork Orange.
God.
Jesus, you brought that movie
It'll
up.
be completely audible. He'll see the testimony and hear it as he's sent to his death.
Into the sun.
Well, wait, I mean,
Into
if
the
you want
sun.
to punish him for an indeterminate amount of time, why not just stick him in a room
The room.
and make him watch it
Or we could do
for
like
the rest
Saw.
of his days.
for the rest of his days? It plays.
The gist is
play a game.
the gist is my real topic is the death penalty underused, overused,
I
just
think
the
it's
right
underused.
amount? Are there certain things that should not qualify for the death penalty? Like Jeff is about death for death.
So the thing that I see with death penalty is a lot of times what happens is it's overturned and you can't.
Right.
So like for instance, if somebody's in prison for a long time and their case is overturned and they actually didn't do it, that's when you that would scare me as a judge,
Right,
as a
right.
prosecutor, everything like that. But if it's beyond reasonable doubt and you are for sure and it is multiple counts, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Because there is no way of rehabilitating. The point of prison is to rehabilitate someone.
Yes.
Oh,
That is the
that went
point.
a wrong way a long time ago.
Yep.
It did.
But
It went a
original
long way. But the
intention-
point of
Right.
prison is to rehabilitate. But when you are a serial murderer, you have committed multiple crimes. You've tried. They've somehow given you a second chance, and you continue to do it. You shouldn't be using my money to rot in a prison cell. You should just be gone.
I agree. Jeff, any final thoughts?
No, I mean, I've pretty much said all I needed to say.
Michael?
Oh boy.
No. My only issue with the death penalty, and it's a logistical issue, is just the fact that
It's also expensive.
like
Yes, it is.
I would be all for. I mean, it's not as expensive as supporting the person for the rest of their life.
True.
No, that's true.
I would be all for expanding the death penalty to things that aren't just death for death,
Yeah.
except for the fact that you could easily have judges and prosecutors taking things way out of proportion.
Yeah.
Like
So,
you could easily get a judge.
I thought
that is
about that.
Super against,
I thought about that. I actually think about these things whenever I talk about my presidency.
like
Tribunals.
crime that is extremely bad, that is
Right.
not, sexual assault or murder.
So I don't know how well versed you were, but do either one of y'all or any of y'all remember the term death panel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the context of it?
Yeah, it's the Nazi death panel.
Nope, not that one.
There is. Well, that was.
I'm talking about the American death panel.
No.
Okay. A few years ago, whenever Obamacare first was rolling out, the idea of a death panel came. It was a group of doctors that determined if they should give medical care to somebody that's terminal, and at what point they should stop because it's no longer cost effective.
Yeah. That was a dark thing.
Yeah, it was. I had a couple people that I knew that had to deal with those, and it just is traumatic, even the thought of going into it. Whenever it comes to the death penalty, I believe, yes, there are people that can go a little bit overboard with it. You might find some redneck in Texas that's all about the death penalty. So like tribunals would be the way I would solve that. Multiple judges coming together to determine it.
But like Supreme Court, basically.
Yeah.
So
The
you're
military
saying
does
make
it
a
well.
panel out of it and
Yes.
justify the costs of their
Right.
life expectancy
Right.
and all that.
Right, because at a certain
Make
point,
it a business decision.
yeah, I mean, over half probably of prisons are privatized.
Yeah.
The government
Yeah.
is paying them, which is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my thoughts on it, and I wanted to bring that up because I know it's controversial, and that's something that you don't see a lot discussed in podcasts and shit, especially whenever it's young people like us just kind of talking shit. Like, deep subjects don't really come up too much. So
Well,
I'm glad we did this.
The way I look at it, most of us haven't been paying attention to news and politics and all that long enough to have a full understanding of these issues.
Yeah.
Like, I am woefully undereducated on these things.
I've had to educate myself because I'm not kidding. I want to go into politics. I have a plan set in place. But
Be the president.
well, yeah, that's a goal, but whatever. But like, I didn't know a lot of stuff. Like, I had no opinions on tons of things.
Yep.
And now I have opinions on fucking everything.
Yep.
But God, it's going to be a terrible, terrible ride pretty soon. 2024, vote for me. Yeah.
I don't mean
Not
to
next
end
one.
on a comical note, but I really gotta take a piss.
Grab him by the pussy.
We Jeffrey's bladder.
So, is that it?
Yeah.
I think we're done.
That is I don't know what episode of Rant On this is.
This is episode 3.
Is it?
Episode 3, yes.
Feels so
We
much
made
longer.
it to 3.
We made it to 3. We're gonna be renewed for
now.
another. We're gonna be renewed for another season. I'm crossing my fingers. We gotta talk to the man upstairs. That's the
Oh,
God.
Jeffrey.
Wait, none of us
I'm
have
the
an
man
upstairs,
upstairs.
anymore.
Yeah, all of us are not religious.
None of us
Sorry.
have an upstairs anymore.
I do. I
Oh,
have an upstairs neighbor.
No, but I know, like at a second floor anymore.
I have an upstairs neighbor. I'll go talk to him.
I mean, Jeff has an attic.
I have an attic too, but
That's
Oh,
an upstairs. Make
That's
it into a
not-
rec room. Put a pool table up there.
pool tool.
actually,
I mean, I
I'm not
probably
lifting a
could.
pool table up there. You're out of your fucking mind.
So Jeff,
Yeah.
whatever the hell we're calling this sports podcast is coming out soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Underdog Sports, Walk On Sports. We'll leave
Amateur.
hour sports. I don't
I'm
know.
still throwing in my hat for
no.
Scrappy Sports.
Your name is stupid.
Eh.
Scrappy Doo.
Yeah.
Rabbidoo. That's why I picked it.
It's coming. It's coming. The reason why we haven't done it yet is because we want to wait for the Super Bowl to be determined, which it now is, and the Royal Rumble, which is Sunday. So that's what we're waiting on, and then we'll record that. Next podcast you'll hear from us other than sports. Press Start Gaming.
Yeah, we'll be back on Press Start.
We'll be back.
Good
God,
old PSG.
I'm so excited. Thank you all for listening. Support us at patreon.com/rantingmedia or rantingmedia.com/support. Jim is still writing awesome music articles on rantingmedia.com. All of us are lazy and we don't write any other things on rantingmedia.com.
I'll have some movie review stuff coming out soon.
Jeff has some movie review stuff coming out. Kevin has some gun review stuff coming out.
Oh,
I was
Really?
Kidding. I was kidding.
hey,
I made
if
that
I
up.
get LLC'd and I can write off as a
No,
business
no.
expense, fuck yeah.
No.
Yeah, so thanks to the IRS for giving us tax exemptions for Ranting Media.
Hey guys. Hey
They can bring you
IRS.
great content.
Hey guys. Like I said, patreon.com/rantingmedia. Without that, it makes it very hard to give away stuff and us to get cool stuff. I plan on going to a bunch of conventions this year trying to say, hey, I'm from Ranting Media. And they're like, who? So the bigger we get, the more cool stuff I can bring you. I have applied for, I think, 4 different conventions this year for a press pass. None of them are responded yet, but whatever. Most of them are far away.
Will this be the
but-
year that I finally go to QuakeCon? Is
Probably not.
2018 going to be my
Actually,
year?
yeah, I might because I can get the Dallas super cheap now. I can get the Dallas cheaper flying and driving, so I'll do that. So
All right, Tom,
we'll
we're
meet
planning
you.
on it.
We'll meet you at QuakeCon. I'll probably be at Anime Matsuri. We love you all. Bye.
Lovely.
Bye.
Bye.